very important story I had to report on, and it is that the Justice Department has said that it will continue to review the Eric Garner case. If you don't remember, Eric Garner was the African-American man in New York, I believe, who was choked to death by police while being on the ground, lying on the ground, forcefully pushed down by, I believe, 3 police officers. So there's like a gang of cops on him. He says, "I can't breathe," probably 20 times. He says, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe," over and over and over and over again. But they still chokehold him. They got everything around it. He can't breathe. He's saying it over and over and over again. Oh my God. And they killed them. They killed him. They killed Eric Garner. He was selling loose cigarettes. That was their justification for murdering a man who did not even resist. He was laying on the ground. You had 5 or 6 cops on him. You had him in a chokehold. He was saying, "I can't breathe," 20 times. How disgusting is this? How depressing and sad is this? When do you draw the line? The police officers are killing people who haven't done anything wrong. I don't know if you guys knew this, but in fact, the penalty for selling loose cigarettes is actually not death. And in fact, I'm sure a lot of cops just let it slide because they're making about 25 cents per cigarette pack. Oh my God, what thieves, man. Jesus, it's so sad. It's one of the scariest things I've seen. Here's what they say. Attorney General Jeff Sessions told civil rights activists Tuesday that the Justice Department will continue to review the 2014 death of an unarmed Long Island man at the hands of police, activists say. Liberal advocates have been worried that the Justice Department under the Trump administration would drop its investigation into the killing of Eric Garner, who died after a chokehold arrest for allegedly selling untaxed cigarettes. Okay, so this is interesting. So again, the head of the Justice Department is Jeff Sessions, who has a massive history of racism. He has had a lot of racism put into his judge life, and he was actually the Coretta Scott King, who was the widow of Martin Luther King Jr., wrote an open letter telling senators why he should not be confirmed as a federal judge because of his racism. And get this, he was denied. So I don't know if he's actually doing this because this is according to the activists, but if he actually is, it'll be interesting. But I think he's just saying it just to maintain a sort of image that he's not racist, or he could do it just to kind of push that narrative that he's not racist. But I really would like to see justice brought back to Eric Garner. To the Eric Garner case. It's important because we need to start setting precedents. Once we start setting these precedents, the police are going to be much less likely to do these type of killings. It's probably one of the most disgusting ones I've ever seen. Among the Tamir Rice case and Freddie Gray case, and the Laquan McDonald case was horrible. A ton of these different cases. The Sandra Bland case. I mean, some of these are just mysteriously crazy. These cops are some crazy people. So we need to get something done. Justice needs to be served.